What's up, my family? Look, I am back with another banger, as you already know. And if you're new to the family, my name is Darcy, and you're watching Life with Darcy. So I'm coming back at you again with another video, and this time I'm talking about the first time I ever went to a strip club. And man, that was one of the worst experiences of my life, simply because it wasn't what I expected it to be. As a man in my family, you have to go through a couple of things. You know, you gotta get that rite of passage, you gotta get that stamp of approval from the other men in your community, and that way you can say that you are a man. So one of the things that you have to do is that you have to at least experience a strip club. Now, you don't have to like it, you don't have to frequent a strip club, but you gotta at least experience one just one time. So what happened was my cousins took me to a strip club on a random day. I had nothing to do, neither did they. So they took me out. We pull up to this place, and it looks like an abandoned building on the outside. It got the name of it, like neon lights. It was some French name, but 2 out of the 5 letters in the name was missing, so it didn't even make sense when you got in there. At that time, I think I should have known that that wasn't the place that I needed to be. But when we pulled in, we went into the back door. Now, this is strike 2 for me. I should have known again, this is not where I should be. But the questions that I had in my head was, how many times have you been here enough for them to say it's okay for you to take the back door when everybody else is taking the front? So as we walk into the back door of the place, it looks like a dingy basement. Now, this is not what I had expected. Now, only experience that I had prior to this was Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Nelly Tip Drill video, Future song that was in King of Diamonds, and the stuff that I looked up on the internet myself. Walking in there, I had high expectations, but what I was greeted with was this. There's a big difference between these two. The strip club looked and felt and smelt like somebody's dingy basement. Only difference was they had a wooden stage that spanned from here to there, and somebody had to walk on it with mirrors behind it. But I wasn't sure if that's what the real experience was, so I just went along with it. So we get a seat right in front of the stage, and as we sitting down, a waitress come around and says, "Hey, do y'all want some drinks?" At this time, I wasn't drinking because I was under 21. So in theory, I was too young to be at that strip club in the first place. When I said no, everybody and their mama stopped and looked at me like I did something wrong just because I wasn't thirsty on that Wednesday. So my cousin taps me on my shoulder and says, "Yo, to sit in these seats, you gotta buy a drink, bro. Like, you just can't not drink anything." So the naive person that I was, I asked him like, "Hey, but I'm underage, so how can I order a drink if I can't drink it?" And his response was, hey, chill, B, don't say nothing. Hey, shh. Look, I'm just gonna order a whole bucket just for all of us, and then we'll just give you one, so that way we can just split the bill, then have to ask for IDs. I got it, chill out. So now, they ordered the bucket. I didn't even know that beer came in the bucket. That threw me off, that threw me for a loop, to be honest with you. But that wasn't the part that behooved me. But what behooved me was, when the actual stripper came out on stage, I felt so bad. They was like calling down to the stage, "It's Ivory." And then some music started playing, and then when Ivory got to the stage, I'm thinking she's gonna be like the girls in Nelly Tip Drill video, King of Diamonds. You know, I have high expectations once again. But no, she comes out on the stage and she's like 105 pounds wet, some little Caucasian woman, and she's shaking. And she's like a human chihuahua. It was the most disturbing thing in my life. So as I am busy being disturbed, other people are busy being engulfed in her moves. She looked at me and I'm looking at her, and she's tried to dance close to me. I put my money in my pocket. "You're not about to get this. You don't deserve it." No. So Ivy got done with her set. She got off the stage, and I was like, "Whoo, that's done." Now the DJ calls another lady down. We gonna call her Cinnamon. He calls Cinnamon down. Cinnamon goes on the stage, but like Cinnamon is like the star attraction at this strip club. Like, Cinnamon is like the Beyonce of this strip club. The Gladys Knights and everybody else is the Pips. She's like the Omarion of this strip club B2K. It's like she's the creme de la creme of this industry in this club. So when she gets down, the whole club gets even darker. There's some smoke that comes up, music start playing, and they have a strobe light. Now, side note, they didn't do none of this for Ivory. Ivory came down, it was fully lit there. That's how I knew she had bad act. So she dancing and she moving and gyrating and shaking and whatever. And then she gets closer to me, and now I start to see better. Cinnamon had exactly 3 gunshot wounds, 2 in her stomach, 1 in her butt cheek. She also had a C-section mark and a tummy tuck. So I'm like, Cinnamon is damaged goods. Why are y'all going crazy off of this woman who's been through the struggle? Except for stripping, you need to be writing a book, making an album, talking about the trap house, because you've been in some situations I ain't never seen before. So as she's dancing and dropping low and picking up, I see that Cinnamon is having a hard time getting back up. Now, I'm not sure if it's because the C-section scars is fresh. I'm not sure if she just got shot or she got bad knees. I don't know, but according to the rest of this stuff around this strip club, this is not what it's supposed to be like. This is like the D-League of strip clubs. I believe either girls go here to let their career die or they start training here to go to the next level. But either way, this is not where you want to end up in your career. This is it. I just said forget it. I just chalk it up as an L. I just threw the money that I had on Cinnamon. It was really nice. She came around and sat next to me, and she felt like a mother, and she was just talking to me about life. She was like, "It's your first time here?" I was like, "Yes." And then she tried to take me to the back, and I was so scared. We left, and they asked me like, "Yo, you have fun and all of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Like, damn, bro. Like, thank y'all, man. I might be coming back, bro. I might be." But in reality, I hated it. I hated that place. I hope it shut down. But in reality, I hated it. I hated every moment of it. I think we wasted our dollars. I feel like the place should be shut down. It has to be contaminated. It has to be contaminated. I don't understand how they're still making money. I'm not sure if we just went on a weekday, a bad day, but some of those strippers need to go back to stripping boot camp. It's not really, it wasn't a good thing. So my family, if you're watching it and you're the ones who took me to the strip club, just know you wasted your money and I did steal $10 from you. But it's okay. It's okay. It's family. We get past it. We'll get through it together. So my family, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Thank you for listening to the story. I hope you like it. Make sure you like and you subscribe below. Hit that bell to be notified. And on top of it, just share this video as much as you can. We're trying to grow the family, all right? So until then, I'll talk to you later, my family. Stay away from strippers. Strippers they're okay. There's some sneaky ones.